Gaffer, 3 points on the road here, much more like us today, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was. We know we let ourselves down on a couple of days ago against Mansfield. We didn't play apart from the first 20 minutes, but once we conceded the goal, the sort of game went away from us, and our focus and discipline on how we play. But today, we've learnt quickly, as we always do, me included, about taking a hit, keeping our focus, especially away from home. I think we're really good at home. We're doing that. Anything that goes against us, we're still on track. But away from home in the last couple of games, Mansfield and Leyton Orient, we've sort of let ourselves down a little bit on that. But the performance in the first half was one of the best from our team away from home, and deservedly had the lead. Could have extended it. Second half, they've scored a goal, which we're disappointed from our perspective, but our focus and discipline stayed the same, and our idea of how we play stayed the same, and I think that gave us the opportunity to stay in the game, not let the opponent get an upper hand with the crowd behind them away from home. And we scored a brilliant second goal, and I think after that we were pretty comfortable for the rest of the game. And a lot of tired bodies out there, a bit of cramp and stuff. Fourth game in 10 days, and the effort they've put in against Mansfield, the data was through the roof, and they've gone and done it again today, and that's what this group's about.
When you look at all those factors, especially, how proud are you of this group of players?
I told them before the game in the pre-match meeting I was proud of them. So it was nothing to do with today's performance. So this group of players over 12 months has done, and then this first half of the season, because we fed it back to the players yesterday, and then just reminded them about it today, that I was proud to manage them, and proud of all their actions, and they've just gone and proved why I feel that pride, because they're a brilliant group.
9 points out of 12 over the festive period. It's a pretty good return, isn't it? That's something we can build on heading into January and the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think that we had a sticky spell for our standards. With 6 games without winning the league, 5 of them really valuable draws, and since then we won 6 out of the next 8 games. That shows you what this group is about. The belief, understanding that we're not perfect, that we're going to not be great sometimes, but it doesn't have to impact on the next time, and then we reset. And I think we've used virtually 90-95% of the squad over these 4 games. 5 changes today to keep that energy level up because of what they did the other day, and you could see it in there going right to the end, as we always do.
How much can you learn about the character and the mentality squad over periods like this?
Well, for me, I don't question it, because I've seen it from day one. I've seen it from pre-season, all the challenges we put on them. No one's quitting it, no one's walking away from it, and it's for days like this when you let yourself down in the previous game, and there's some criticism, and some of it deserves understanding. But there's only one answer. There's only one way to behave if you want to be successful, and that's get your head up, get your chest out, and compete and go with your teammates. And I think I see the group. I see players that played in the last 3 games and they're not involved today, and they're in the change room, they're supporting the players. We've had to rotate the group all season. We will continue to do that because we want them all available, and because it's the only way we're going to be successful. So I'm never going to question the players' desire and work ethic, because I see it week in, week out. Even when, like the last game when we didn't play well, the data was second highest this season. 3rd game in 7 days, and then we go and do it again today. And it comes from the heart. Listen, you can be physically fit, but if you're not mentally fit, it ain't going to happen. But these boys are mentally fit.
When you look at today, 5 changes, it showed that the whole squad's ready to do what's asked of them at any time, aren't they?
Yeah, we need that. That's it. I talk about it a lot, and I have to showcase that. I have to prove it with the players and say, no, there's some brilliant shift on whenever it was the other day. Not great performance, but brilliant shift physically. But now we need it again, so we're going to bring in 5 players and we're going to go again, and then next week we're going to do the same. And that's how it has to be, because the tempo that we want to play at is really hard for the opponents to play against, and we have to maintain it at all times. But it's more about the mindset, honestly, and it's about heart, and we've got that in absolute abundance, every single one of them, and that's why the supporters are with us as they were again today.
You talk about that togetherness. We heard the noise when the players got into the change room, shouting all together. They've worked hard for that 3 points, haven't they?
They have, yeah. I think it was more to do with Chris doing the fist pumps and stuff like that, so they're absolutely buzzing off that because he'll be out buying the coffees for the first time in his 2 years since we've been here. So no, it's great. Look, the scenes that we have at the end of games and just the icing on the cake. Really, the cake for me is that our work, our relationships, the change room that we've got, and the people we've got around us supporting us. But the icing is when we win a game and we get together with the supporters and have that connection. It's fantastic. I love just being at the back of it, just seeing it, witnessing it, because it makes it all worthwhile.
When you go over there and see the ON like you did today, what's going through your head in that moment when you stood there applauding and taking it all in?
Just smiling, enjoy it, because it's a brief moment, because the whole week, and you probably get 3-4 minutes there together. So you got to enjoy it. I say to the boys, enjoy the life. I said before in January, what a brilliant job going out to play football with your mates, and then you get applauded for it at the end if you do a good job. It's a great time. So we've got a good group, and there's a lot of challenges in front of us. But I thought today was a real big win, because we've seen Blackpool. They've been really in good form of recent games, but we certainly would deserve to win today.
6 days now until our next game. How much of a welcome break will that be after such a busy schedule?
Yeah, it'll feel like a little holiday after the last 10 days. But no, look, we already put the plan out for the players, so they know that we look after them with days to regenerate and get the energy levels back. Because when we train, it's high intensity. But look, what they've just done over the last four games, we're a bit of time. We've got to look after ourselves, do the right things. But listen, you see that today. The players are doing the right things away from us. They've got the integrity to do the right things at home and be ready to perform for their teammates. Finally,
Lewis Hibbler came in on Friday, broke Friday morning, first training session Saturday, but straight into the team today. That's the kind of character you need, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it's we spoke to him 10 days ago or 2 weeks or something, and got it all lined up, and give him a little bit of analysis yesterday on how we press and stuff like that. I didn't want to overload him with information, but he hasn't played much football this season. But he's a fit boy. He trains really well, and I think his character and his personality will fit in really well.